Welcome back to Digimon Wars development log for February 7th, part 2. So in the last video, I talked a little bit more about the Digivolutions for the partners and the rivals Digivolution. So let's talk a little bit more about the story. So how are we going to integrate this into the game? I know that the first thing is going to be demo, but in the meantime, while I'm trying to um, learn everything that I need to about game development and coding and all that kind of stuff, I don't want to leave you just hanging as like, oh, this guy just making things up. So in the meantime, I've been thinking, trying to plan things up for the future. So this includes the story for the game. So um, a while back, I explained a little bit about this part right here. It's just basically post game content that it's gonna be that I want to include in the game. It's just having some people, some other characters from other games, and they're gonna be in the game and having their own team. That has not changed. That's gonna be part of the game, and with the new approach of tactics game, this can still be implemented, no problem. So here's the list. Pause it if you want to check the list about what some of the ideas that I have, and if you have some ideas, please post them in the comments, and I might, if I think it's a good idea, I will add it into this, and we'll work it out when we get there, I guess, in a couple of years. So, um, what else? This is not that important. That's just for me. Okay, so here is another update that I've been doing to this document. One of the things that I've been doing is just adding up a little bit more of the characters for the kingdom. So each of the kingdoms is going to represent one of the families in Digimon lore. The families, I feel like we're starting to phase out of the families. I think that Digimon has been focusing too much on explaining who is from Darkness Roar or Nightmare Soldiers of the Metal Empire anymore. But for the sake of the story that I'm creating, I'm using this because I think it's a pretty cool concept. You can have Digimons that are different, but they have something in common. So for that reason, I have created some group names and also the name of the kingdoms. The Dragon's Roars are is the Dragon Domain. Wing Guardians have the Sky Realm. Jungle Troopers have a Jungle Alliance. Nature Spirits is the Nature Kingdom. The Virus Busters is the Holy Land. The Deep Savers is the Empire of the Deep. Nightmare Soldiers is Nightmare Lands. And the Metal Empire is the Metal Empire. That's a pretty cool name already. So that's what it is. And then the leaders of the each kingdom is gonna have a name. So you know how you have the Royal Knights or the Olympus 12s and stuff like that. Each kingdom is gonna have their own group like that. So you have the Draco Knights. The Draco Knights are Draco Kings. Sorry, the Draco Kings are composed of the four great dragons, which is Megidramon, Magnadramon, Godramon, and Asunlongmon. And also I'm adding Oryumon just to have 5 members on each group of leaders. So in this case, those are the 5 dragons that are going to be in charge of the Dragon's Domain, the Drago Kings. And then you're going to have the Sky Realm, which is going to have the Sky Guardians. And that's going to be composed of Phoenixmon, Ornismon, Shangpengmon, which is one of the Chinese Digimon app Digimons. I think it's pretty cool. Ravenmon, because Ravenmon is pretty cool too. And then Valkyriemon. I'm going to have it right there. They're going to be the leaders of the Sky Realm. The Jungle Council of the Jungle Alliance is Eldoradimon, Tyrant Kabuterimon, Grandis Kuwagamon, Hydramon, and Bloomloremon. It's a pretty good assortment, and that kind of goes with this is an alliance. It's not a cohesive group, kind of like, oh, this is just pure dragons or something like that. This is more of different backgrounds in the Jungle Troopers, I guess, that came together to create an alliance, and that's how it is. Um, yeah, it's not cohesive. Not everyone is humanoid. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. So Nature's Kingdom with the Banjo group. So this is one of the things that I wanted to implement. This is the one that gave me the idea to do the leaders members and all that kind of stuff. The Banjo group I think is so pretty cool. I was trying to implement in the story and I was like, wait, the Banjo group, they have Banjo Leomon, which is basically a nature spirit guy, and I can say that yeah, everyone else just join him. All the Banchos are in charge of the nature's kingdom, and it's the Bancho group: Leomon, Lilymon, Stigmon, Mammon, and Golemon Bancho. All of them. Pretty simple. That was actually the fastest to actually create. The other ones were a little bit more complicated, trying to keep them unique. Then you have the Heaven Knights, which is gonna be Badorumon, Apollomon, Racialmon, Aphanimon, and Anubismon. And just in case you don't know who Badorumon it is, because I don't remember who it is. I just remember I put it there. Oh yeah, this guy. It's a holy bird Digimon. So yes, there you go. Just again, holy Digimon. Try to stay away from the classic Cherubimon, Seraphimon, and all that kind of stuff. Aphanimon is there. Just cause. But everyone else I tried to keep them unique, just to make it feel a little more um, different, not so much as the Digimons that you might able to get in just normal Digievolution, right? Want them to be the leaders of these nations. So let's keep going a little bit faster so this video doesn't get too long. The Empire of the Deep, the Abyssal Rulers. Jumbo Gamemon, Leviamon, Metal Piranimon, Froze Velgemon, and Neptunemon. Again, you have a lot of like the ice and the water of the Deep Savers, so right there. The Demon Lords, it's not gonna be the Demon Lords, because I'm gonna have a different plan for those guys. The Royal Knights and the Olympus 12, they're gonna have their own different plans. But they are gonna call themselves Demon Lords too, and it's gonna be Dianamon, Mervamon, Neomyotismon, Tactimon, and Noble Punkimon. I think they go pretty well, pretty different backgrounds, but everyone looks pretty Machiavellian classy. Noble Punkimon, Tactimon, Neomyotismon, Dianamon. They're pretty classy, I think. Anyways, and then Mental Empire. The Mental Empire is gonna be your D Brigade, the Digimon Brigade. I really like the inclusion in the new Digimon web. It's not a web coming. Novel. That was pretty interesting. Learn about them. So I wanted to integrate it here too. Dark Dramon. They fail Brigade Dramon basically. Brigade Dramon 2, Chaos Dramon, Rust Dramon, and Heavy Leomon. The first four are kind of self-explanatory. They're all cybernetic kind of experimental weapon. Even Chaos Dramon, I know that he's an super ultra level Digimon, but we can make work. And then Heavy Leomon, actually, I feel like is a good contrast to Bancho Leomon. And I have the idea of these two groups, the Nature Spirits and the Metal Empire, being against each other, right? You have like all the brainy guys, super smart guys trying to work on creating pretty cool machines like Brigardamon, Dragdramon, Rust Rhinomon, and everything like that. And then you have Banchos just want to punch them. And they somehow haven't lost. So I think I found this funny. It was basically just JoJo's Bizarre Adventures versus your Gundams, which I think can make for a cool story. And then this is some extra ones that I'll have to work out later. Also, the DGX is going to be located in specific areas, and this is going to have implications for the story. So let's get to the story itself. I explain a little bit of what the interactions are, who are going to be the players in the story, but what's the story? So this is going to be the main story. The digital world have evolved into these kingdoms, and they are controlled by main families of Digimons, as you can see up there. And there's a stalemate. The power has become into a stalemate. No one is stronger than the other ones, and if someone tries to fight one, the other one starts to gang up into the one that is attacking to try to take him down. So basically, everyone is trying to look for an opportunity. Some other ones are trying to just defend themselves and all that kind of stuff. So some of the kingdoms try to conquer the whole world. Some of the kingdoms are trying to stay strong by creating alliances with other people. So that's kind of like the thing. So in order to break this stalemate, the Digimon rulers of each kingdom start to find ways to break open the digital gate and bring humans, because they find out that humans can make weak Digimon stronger. In this case, rookie Digimons can get stronger when they're partnered with a human faster than they can on their own. So they're bringing humans onto their armies to strengthen them up so they can break down the stalemate and be able to either conquer or protect themselves, depending on what they want to do, right? So you as a player, I don't want to be like, oh, you're the chosen one, and blah 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 blah. That has been done to death, especially in Digimon. So you're not the chosen one. You're the guy that is tinkering with the VR game. You're trying to make a VR game somehow, some way, and this interferes with all the what the other rulers are doing, and it mistakenly opens a digital gate to a village of Digimons that are not affiliated with any kingdom, and then there is a skirmish of Digimons fighting nearby. The one in charge of the village is Hina from one of the Digimon games, and she is going to be there. There's going to be problems. You're going to show up, and then you're going to have to decide if you're going to have to fight, retreat, hide. I don't know. Depending on what you're going to do, how you're going to choose your Digimon. From there, you're going to receive a spirit evolution from either homeostasis or Yggdrasil, depending. I still need to weave all the story together, but they're going to give you the spirit so you can fight basically with this new partner Digimon, get stronger, create a new decentralized kingdom, and try to break the stalemate and bring out Digimons again to the status quo that either Yggdrasil or homeostasis want. Whatever. Anyways, you just there, just got into trouble, figure it out basically. So that's the main story. Then the Warp Evolution is going to be a part of the game where you are going to be where you're back against the wall. You lost. You're all down and you're about to be deleted by one of your rivals or an evil Digimon or whatever. And then your Digimon comes out and says like, "Hey, I wasn't able to Digimon until I made you, and I'm not gonna let you die. We're partners. We can do this." And then Warp's Evolution. Just put the Warp Evolution, the Digimon Adventure Digivolution sound, make it epic. That's kind of part of the story. It's gonna be, and then Biomerge is gonna be a little bit different. Since it's a tactics game, this time you're just gonna be having one of those um, chapters or missions where you have to survive an X amount of time. Either you ally yourself with one of the other kingdoms and you're waiting for reinforcements, or you just got caught in a bad place and you're waiting for reinforcement from your home, but they don't show up. So the Digimons are closing in. Your other partners are in risk of dying. So you just decide, you know what? I'm gonna stay here, stand my ground, and you guys leave. I'm gonna stay here, and then your partner obviously decides to stay here too. So you and your partner are fighting there, trying to stop these Digimon from wiping out your army, and just give them some chance. But that's gonna help you resonate with your partner, and biomerge happen. You get finally your biomerge is gonna give you a boost, and you're gonna be able to route this army somehow, some way. Again, I'm not trying to pull a Disney here and say it's like somehow Palpatine returned, right? But it's just we're gonna try to integrate in the story that makes sense that you and your partner finally biomerge, and the first biomerge is like super powerful or something, because the bond, friendship makes you more powerful than demon lords. Anyways, that's how we're gonna be doing that, and then I also want to add some Team Rocket like um, teams in here. I don't know, just something I was thinking while I was going through all the Digimons, trying to choose your partner Digivolutions and your rivals Digivolution. I saw Weddingmon, and for some reason it reminded me of Jesse from Team Rocket. So I was like, you know what? Weddingmon and Shortmon can work as a new Team Rocket. They're just gonna be doing shenanigans, think that they're like the bad guys for realsies, but they're just gonna be like gag villains. I think that will be fun. So that's just what I've been going around. This is how the story is gonna be. Again, we're still working on the armor evolution, Joker's evolutions and Spirit evolution and all that kind of stuff, how it's going to work in game and the mechanics for that. So I'm gonna be working on that. I'm gonna be working on the code. I'm gonna be working on learning more about stuff. So as I go along, I'm just gonna be posting more about the development in this video. So if you're interested, please just keep an eye on the channel. Thank you. I guess this is it for the video. Ah, I need to learn how to edit. Anyways, thank you. I think that's it for the videos, and have a good night, day, afternoon, whatever time it is. Have a good day. Bye bye.